What's going on, guys? So I just wanted to go over a couple pieces of equipment that I think everybody should have, especially those who are looking at getting into exercise and maybe they just don't want to go to a gym. They're uncomfortable going to a gym at the moment and they don't really have a whole lot of money to spend on a weight rack, dumbbells, all these other things, and these are just super basic. They don't take up like any space, and you can get in an amazing workout with them. So right now, one of the pieces of equipment I think you should have is some form of like a medicine ball, right? Something has a little bit of weight to it. Like this is just an 8-pound ball. These are great for, getting up in like a sit-up position and doing rotations, doing overhead work, right? Maybe you just want to do some squat presses type stuff, right? It's light, doesn't take up any space. It's not super heavy. Now, if you live in an apartment or just in your house, I probably wouldn't be like slamming this on the ground. You don't want to damage your floors, but if you have like a space that's concrete, these are also good for, bouncing off the ground. Just remember, if you bounce it hard enough, it could come up and bust you in the mouth. Tons of videos of that. Another useful piece of equipment are just these bands, right? This is like an extra heavy band. They come in like super light, medium, all that. These are awesome for, if you're just trying to just warm up, you can pull them apart and hold. You put them around your thighs, your ankles. You do kick outs, back, forward, all sorts of things. Works a lot of outside work. These are very cheap. You can get them on Amazon for like $15. And, one thing is to be careful if you leave them out in your garage and it's super cold and you go and you do these and you kind of stretch them out. They do snap, they're like a rubber band, so they do become brittle. Another piece of equipment is more elastic bands. These are a little bit more pricey, but these are the cheap ones also off of Amazon. I buy a lot of these smaller things on Amazon because I don't want to waste a bunch of money on more of like this kind of equipment. I like spending my money on some of the other things, but these are amazing. These are great because they come in all different weights. So like, for example, I think this one's like 30 to 60 pounds, right? And it doesn't mean like right off the start it's 30 pounds. There's like a resistance, right? And then at the maximum resistance, maybe about 60 pounds. It's not like perfect, but these are awesome because you can take one end, wrap it around, fish the other part through it to make a loop, and you can lock it around something like a table leg, or I'd be careful with using some of these heavier ones to do this, but you can do a lot of arm movement stuff, bicep curls, triceps overhead, rotations. These are amazing. I use this one and the light one all the time. I also use this purple one. I wrap it around my squat rack and I do adduction work with it. So abduction is away, adduction is towards. So when I'm trying to hit like inner thighs and things like that, this is a great one to use for that. It has pretty good resistance on it. But these, I would say, are a must. Like you have to have something that gives you some form of resistance. And then the last piece that I think is extremely beneficial, mainly due to the ability to do a lot more with it, whether it's pressing, benching, lifting, rowing with it, doing, if you want to get a little bit more crazier, being in an upward push-up position and dragging it from one side to the next, right, to work that core and that shoulder stability, is a sandbag. So this one is at 75 pounds. Another Amazon special came with 2 bags, a 25-pound bag and a 50-pound bag. These are empty when they come to you, but you fill them with sand. Just buy the play sand at Home Depot. It's super cheap. I think it's like a few bucks for a tube of sand. And you fill those bags up. You can put them in both. They come in like 10-pound bags. They come in all different sizes, whatever fits the strength that that you're capable of doing. What's nice about those, they have handles everywhere. So they've got horizontal handles, they've got sideways handles, they've got handles on the side. They've got just a single carry handle like a duffel bag. You can do farmer's carries with them, which are great for core stability. Definitely one of the best pieces of equipment that you could own. So this is just like, 4 pieces of equipment that if you don't have a home gym, you're new to working out, but you want to get in shape, you still want to be able to do all of the things that somebody in a gym or who has more equipment can do, you can do with every single piece of that equipment. And all of that would cost you, obviously things have changed, so prices are a little bit higher, probably $200, honestly. So $200 to take up literally no space, something you can just throw in your closet and pull out when you need it. I would say that's a pretty good deal. $200, one time spent, and you can get endless amounts of fitness out of it.